Get closer to the mic. Is this better, guys? All right. All right, let's do this. So my name is Zac Corrigan. I'm a writer for the World Socialist website. We've been covering the strike since the beginning. We've got 5 articles on you guys on our front page of our online newspaper today. We absolutely support the teachers. On behalf of the Socialist Equality Party and the International Youth and Students for Social Equality, the IYSSE, that's our youth movement, I want to express my solidarity with this demonstration and the strike by West Virginia teachers. The stand taken by these teachers and school employees is courageous and actually it's historic. It's inspiring workers and youth throughout the United States and in fact around the world. And that's because your demands for living wages, for fully funded health care, and for resources to guarantee the right to high-quality public education, these are the demands of the entire working class. Workers everywhere are tired of being told that there's no money for our basic social rights, no money for education, no money for decent jobs. And meanwhile, trillions are made available for Wall Street bailouts, for corporate tax cuts, and for endless wars. On Wednesday, union leaders and the billionaire Governor Justice cut a deal and ordered the teachers back to work based on more flimsy promises of inadequate pay raises and task forces to look into the PEIA funding. Teachers and school employees said, no, we're not going back without winning our just demands.
Yeah!
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 Without winning our demands and ending the crushing healthcare costs that rob whatever pay raise we might get. Now they're all once again saying, go back to work. There's nothing more you can get. Be satisfied with these empty promises. They'll hit you with an injunction, they say. You'll lose public support, they say. But this demonstration and the outpouring of public support for striking teachers from students, parents, and workers exposes this as a lie. Now is not the time to retreat. Now is the time to advance. It's time to reach out to workers throughout the state, to coal miners, to natural gas workers, to factory and warehouse workers, to service and healthcare workers, to high school students and college students. It's time to rally the broadest possible support for this strike.
Yeah!
And if the governor and his henchmen threaten injunctions, fines, and dismissals, the response of the working class should be a general strike.
Yeah!
Because this is a class struggle. This is a class struggle. Teachers are fighting for the entire working class. On one side are the workers of every race, native, born, and immigrant, together, all fighting for the same thing. And on the other side is the class of billionaires and multi-billionaires who are determined to rob everything from the working class. Our public schools, our pensions, our futures. They even want to shorten our lives by robbing our health care and dumping opioid pills in our working class communities. And while the rhetoric of the Democrats may be different, they defend the interests of the corporate and financial elite no less ruthlessly than the Republicans do. Let's not forget that Justice was elected as a Democrat before switching parties last year as easily as changing his shirt.
Yeah!
For the best part of the last century, the Democrats have run West Virginia, including during the 1990 teachers' strike. And what has changed since then? Nothing!
Nothing!
The corporations flourish while workers are impoverished and young people face a bleak future of poverty-wage jobs and war. Obama attacked public education and now Trump is doing the same. But the history of West Virginia and the courageous struggles of the coal miners show that the working class has never won anything by begging the powers that be. This is a political struggle to determine which class should rule, how the wealth created by the working class should be distributed. The politicians say there's no money, but we have some suggestions for how to find the money for high-quality health care and jobs for everyone. How about we tax the massive wealth of energy bosses, including the billionaire governor? Jim Justice has $1.6 billion, which could fund PEIA by some calculations for the next 30 years. Why don't we end the situation where 3 billionaires in this country, the 3 richest people in America, own the same amount of wealth as the bottom half of the American population, 150 million people? Why don't we reallocate the $700 billion military budget to meet pressing social needs? We need to fight for a society where there is real social equality. And in this fight, the allies of the teachers, school employees are not the Democrats and the Republicans, but the working class.
Yeah!
Already there are calls for strikes among teachers in Arizona, in Oklahoma, in Dallas, Texas,
Yeah!
in Pittsburgh, in Minneapolis, along with bus drivers in Oklahoma. A strike authorization vote will be held among Los Angeles school cafeteria workers, bus drivers, and custodians on Monday. And hundreds of frontier telecommunication workers in this state may strike after their contract expires tomorrow. And beyond the borders of the United States, there have been strikes this year of metal workers in Germany and in Turkey, of airline workers in France, and of university lecturers in the UK. In the Czech Republic, auto workers are threatening to strike. Protests by workers have erupted this year in Iran, in Tunisia, in Morocco, and in Greece. Everywhere there's a desire to fight. A new social force is beginning to emerge, and that social force is the working class.
Yeah!
Long ignored and long suppressed. But when the working class is organized, it's the most powerful force on the planet, capable of transforming the world. There's no time to lose, and this weekend is crucial. Young people, I implore you to turn to the workers throughout the whole state and beyond. Use social media to appeal for a unified struggle. Send delegations of students to coal mines and to factories and other workplaces. Mobilize the entire working class behind this struggle.
Yeah!
Thank you very much.